Generalissimo Bone Spurs, that bumbling buffoon with the attention span of the average gray squirrel, launched us into an illegal and unprecedented war with no purpose, no plan, and no regard for American lives. And I'm not talking about military lives here. We all know Trump doesn't care one whit for the people who serve in the military. They're all just prop pieces, suckers, or losers to him. No, I'm talking about the hundreds of thousands of Americans who live in the Middle East and are now stranded in Israel, in Saudi Arabia, Oman, the UAE, and hundreds of other places, and whose lives are now in danger because Netanyahu told Donny Boy what to do, and Mango Mussolini went and pulled the trigger. I'm going to show shocking video of how inept the Trump administration is in bringing Americans out of the danger they caused and back to our country, and you are going to want to see it, particularly because both Britain and Italy seem to be managing evacuation of their citizens just fine. So hit that subscribe button so we can continue to bring you the kind of media analysis and content that corporate media never seems to want to do in a sustained way. As bombs continue to rain down all over the Middle East, foreign nationals are fleeing. Britain organized flights to get their people out, and Italy did the same. Now keep in mind that neither Britain nor Italy knew if an attack was coming, when it was coming, or if the Trump administration was just posturing. Trump and his team, however, built up their military forces in the Gulf and in the Mediterranean for weeks, and they knew what was coming. They moved thousands of military personnel and millions of tons of weaponry, and then coordinated with Israel to bomb the daylights out of Iran. And now it turns out that as a result of their sheer incompetence, they did not spend 10 minutes planning on how to evacuate Americans living in the Middle East.
Well, because it happened all very quickly.
I'm going to show a couple of videos that detail just how incompetent and uncaring this administration is to American citizens who are now trapped abroad. Watch this.
That the UK government is actually arranging transport for the British citizens to be able to extract them, whereas here for us as Americans, we feel abandoned. The State Departments, I've talked to two embassy personnel, two different embassies. They are in survival mode, quite frankly, because as we know, the administration reduced their budgets by almost one half over the past year.
But then here's how the Trump administration responds.
Was there a plan in place to evacuate Americans before the attack took place?
Well, that's the plan we're trying to carry out. The problem is, or the challenge we are facing, is airspace closures. If a country closes their airport, for example, in some cases the airports have been hit. So the airport in Kuwait was hit. So if an airport's been attacked or the airspace is closed, then we can have the planes lined up to go, but we can't get them to land because we don't have the permissions to land there. So that's the challenge. But rest assured, we are confident that we are going to be able to assist every American. As I told you right now, we have about a little over 1,500, maybe closer to 1,600 Americans requesting assistance, and we know that we're going to be able to help them. It's going to take a little time because we don't control the airspace closures. That said, there may be more people out there that need help. We need to know who you are. So please, I'm asking the media, publicize the phone numbers and the website, because we need people to call in so we have their name, we have their contact information, we have their location and their request.
Which goes back to the original point. Why didn't you plan for this? Answer, because they're incompetent. Pete Hegseth is in charge, for crying out loud. But now here's the follow-up to Rubio's plan.
Right. So Secretary of State Marco Rubio urged news organizations to put the 24/7 State Department emergency line out so that Americans who are stuck in the Middle East can get help getting out of the region, register their names and not. But listen to what happens when you dial the number.
There are currently no United States evacuation points.
But if you are worried that no Americans are going to get out of the Middle East, fear not. The Trump administration just sent a private jet to evacuate Trump advisor Alex Brusewitz, dog walker and influencer Sarah Dather, and former lobbyist Jay Footlick, and 4 others. Phew. Thank God. I was afraid right-wing media influencers and dog walkers would get stuck in the Middle East and have to experience the dangers firsthand. Trump has completely destabilized the Middle East, and for no good reason other than Netanyahu told him to. Meanwhile, tens of thousands of Iranians are in the streets of Tehran mourning the death of over 150 young schoolgirls. Congratulations, Trump. You've just recommitted an entire generation of Iranians into hating the U.S. Meanwhile, it is now day 3 of Barron Trump's opportunity to volunteer to participate in this war his father started. No sign of movement there. So if you want to fight back, just keep pushing these hashtags. Hashtag send Barron and hashtag the Yellow Baron. I'm Anthony Vincent Gallo for Occupy Democrats. And if you like this video, please hit the like button and subscribe to our channel. You'll not only help out our channel, you'll be taking concrete action and helping get rid of Trump and the MAGA movement who ushered him in.